This one's mostly to keep the fingers to be like at an angular. So it's like this. You want to keep them mostly like this. Now there's so many that can do that, but this one helped me when I was getting back into like professionally, I guess. And this was like a long time ago. So this first one goes like this. You're gonna start with your ring finger. Then you're gonna do that same thing, but with your middle. Then you're gonna go down to your index, like that, and then you're gonna go with your ring finger next to the index, and then you're gonna start that entire sequence again. That's how it is in full speed, in my speed, I should say, because there's no full speed. If you get it down, you get it down. So again, this is the sequence. Ring, pinky, ring, middle, index, middle, index, and then ghost note, whatever, and then ring. That's all the way until you get down. So remember this sequence. And then your ring is always going to go down one fret each time. That's basically it. And now this one is actually way more simple, and do not get frustrated. You're supposed to do it just as slow. So you got... Wow, I can't even do it myself. Wait. There you go. So that is basically to train the fingers to be more individual. And there's a lot more exercises like that, but basically that is one of them. So these two are to keep the fingers more curved like this, to basically like a claw, but don't claw it so much to where it's like this. You just want to have a natural, like classical figure for the guitar, because the more simpler way to do something is the way to do it. And you actually get to learn that during like music college. So like that's what they taught me. I already knew the exercise, but I didn't know what it was intended for. I just knew that it was like intended to make the fingers a little bit better. And I'm a little out of practice, but that's okay. And I'm using a classical. I like this guitar. It's just like the only one that was ready to use right now. Now this one's a little bit tricky. I think this is called the spider walk. Took me several hours to get down as well. Now it's very intimidating. It really is. A lot of the individuality type of string stuff like this one is really difficult to do at the first time. So you want to take your time, try to maybe move at each finger individually. So this one, I always start at the 5th fret on the 3rd string, and then I go like this. Then I swap fingers. Remember, you want to move each finger individually. And now the slow down version of that, because I know every YouTube video is like, yeah, just do an exercise, and like the dumbest thing ever, and you can't even see what they're doing. So 5th fret, index, 6, 7, 8. Now you want them to have that natural curve, or the simple curve, I should say. And then you want to have your index and your middle moving in opposite directions on the fret next to them, but don't go like, you know. So you want to use the middle going to the next one over. So your fingers aren't actually switching frets, or they're just like switching the string. So you're just doing this or this. you're never going too far or away from it. So you're not going like that. It's not a jazz chord. So it's just this. The hardest ones are the pinky, because the pinky is the weakest one. That's the one you want to train always. And now the one thing that I use to incorporate the pinky a little bit more is putting on a metronome and like going at a, I usually just go at 100. You probably want to go like a 60 or 70, and you want to count each measure in eighth notes, sixteenths, and triplets. This way you get the feel in your right hand and in your left. And so it kind of goes like 1 and 2 and 3. Wait, sorry. 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry, out of practice. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a, and then triplets. So triplet, 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 triplet. Yeah. And then you have that type of exercise which helps you with timing as well. So if you're confused on how the song goes, you can always count it down. You can read tabs or staff, and I can explain anything to you. Any questions that you have, you can always ask me.